There's a fierce battle, though, underway between Ron Paul and Newt Gingrich. Ron Paul right now with 20%, Newt Gingrich 19%, only 9% for Rick Santorum. Once again, only 3% of the vote, the caucus vote so far in. But let's talk to Congressman Ron Paul right now, the Republican presidential candidate. He's joining us from Arden Hills, Minnesota. Congressman Paul, thanks very much for coming in. Would you be satisfied with a third place, a second place? It doesn't look like you're going to win, but we haven't got any official results yet.
Yeah, I think we'll end up coming in second, but it's still pretty early to make any declarations. But we have a few other numbers, and they're looking pretty good, but we have to be a little bit patient and find out what the final number is later on in the evening.
Because a lot of people thought Nevada was well positioned for you, the libertarian element out there out west. You're from Texas. It looks like Mitt Romney's going to have a very strong night, though.
Yeah, I think so, but I think everybody does recognize that the Mormon vote is significant, and that he picks up a lot of votes, and they're good turnout. So that would play a role in it too. But I still think it is a very libertarian state and a very friendly state. We had good reception there. But I think we just have to wait and just see how these numbers come in and see if we do have a good second place coming up.
Well, give us your feeling looking ahead to Tuesday. You're already in Minnesota. There will be caucuses in Minnesota on Tuesday, caucuses in Colorado on Tuesday, also a primary, although it's not binding, in Missouri. What's your assessment?
Well, I'm feeling pretty good about it. We have some good reports on what's happening in Maine, and the Colorado reception was fantastic, and we get really good support here, in Minnesota. So I think we're going to come out pretty good on this, but I don't usually make wild predictions or claim anything, but I have felt very good about it. The reception has been excellent.
Because I know you've been in Maine, too. Maine is a week from today. They wrap up their caucuses, which continues over several days, so you're watching what's going on. I just want to make sure, get you on the record. You're in this contest at least through Super Tuesday, if not much further, right?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, it would be pretty difficult, even if I had a personal desire not to continue. There would be a strong rebellion with my friends. But I think we're doing so well that there's no reason to even think about that. And we're starting to see the accumulation of delegates, and after tonight we're going to have more delegates, and after next Tuesday we're going to have a significant number more, and then I think other people will be starting to think about exactly what our position, and we may well by that time be in second place.
But at some point you have to win a state, right, Congressman? You have to win one state. Give us your prediction. Which state will you win in first?
Well, I'm probably not the best person because I don't look at those numbers carefully. I see myself as responsible for delivering a message and trying to motivate people. So I don't think I'd be very good at saying that the very best state is going to be this state and this is the one we're going to win. So I'm going to defer because I don't have the numbers in front of me to make that prediction.
And I just want to clarify your reaction to the controversial comments that Mitt Romney made earlier in the week when he was on CNN. He spoke with their own Soledad O'Brien, and he made those awkwardly phrased comments about he's not really concerned about poor people because they have a safety net. Maybe you need to tweak that. He says he misspoke. He later said it was a misstatement. What was your reaction when you heard that?
Well, I've been asked about that, and I kept thinking about the last time he had a statement, and I think it was taken out of context. And, I try to give people the benefit of the doubt, and I know Governor Romney well enough. He just doesn't come across like the person, I don't care about poor people. And I thought maybe that was a distortion of what his real beliefs are. And actually, when I listened to his statement, I mean, it wasn't like he was saying that. So, but my contention is people say, well, what is your concern? Well, see, I think he's a victim of his own economic policy. So when people ask me about that, I'm really a strong defender of the poor and the middle class, and see how monetary policy destroys the middle class and how all these programs backfire on the middle class, how they lose their jobs and their houses. So in many ways, I have deep concern about the middle class and the poor. And I think Mitt and others are are, thinking in terms, well, if we have a program in place, an entitlement system and a welfare system, we've done our job. Well, I just look at this a little bit differently. We can only do our job to maximize the wealth for the middle class and the poor is by having a better economic system, balancing our budget, and having a sound monetary program.
One final question before I let you go, Congressman. The Defense Secretary, Leon Panetta, was reported this week he believes there's a strong chance Israel might launch an attack on Iran's nuclear facilities either in April, May, or June. If you were president of the United States, what would you do in a scenario like that?
You mean if they did it?
Well, what would you try to do if you were president right now and your intelligence people said to you, it looks like Israel is about to preemptively try to destroy Iran's nuclear facilities? What would you do as president?
Well, there's a healthy debate in Israel right now, so the fact that they're, in a consensus over there, I think there's more debate over there on what to do than sometimes in our own country. Now, if I had any say or if they asked me opinion, I would try to discourage them from doing it. Why start a war? Besides, I've heard, the head of the Mossad say that even if the Iranians get a nuclear weapon, they would not be an existential threat. And I heard Brzezinski, just the other day, making comments similar to this, that you don't go to war over these kind of things. So I would try to use the foreign policy and the military experts who say that this would be a fallacy, and use the people in Israel who are saying these things as well to show that people should stop and think before they start a war.
There is a healthy debate in Israel underway on this very subject you correctly point out. All right, thanks very much, Congressman. Appreciate your coming in.
Thank you.